Hi, I'm Colleen Madden. Thank you for joining me today for this quick and fast 15-minute presentation about what makes EstroG-100 the #1 relief for menopause symptoms. My goal is to give you a very fast overview so that I whet your appetite for more knowledge about this incredible natural solution for discomfort from menopause. We all have so little time every day that I am hoping that 15 minutes is perfect for you so that you can understand a little bit more. And then later, one-on-one, we can talk more about the points that are of most interest to you. So let us begin. Every woman will experience menopause. That is, if she lives long enough to be so lucky to do so. And unfortunately, this is the most misunderstood phase of our lives. From our 30s, maybe even through to our 60s, we can be experiencing symptoms. And most women today are looking for a natural solution and relief from these symptoms. And until recently, this time of life was even a source of embarrassment or shame, but thank goodness this is really changing. Today, we are talking about EstroG-100 and how it has an immense impact on quality of life for these women. It is the #1 ingredient to relieve symptoms from menopause, and I'm excited to explain to you why I make that bold statement. I'm Colleen Madden. I'm VP of Innovation here at CK Ingredients and CK Nutraceuticals. We are based in North America, and we've been partnered for many years with Natural Endo Tech, based in Korea. They are the inventors and manufacturing team behind EstroG-100, and we will all be together at Supply Side West. So please do stop by our booth, 3118. We're excited to talk to you about this. So menopause and the narrative around it is finally changing, and it's about time. So today, women are starting to view menopause as a rite of passage. This is a natural phase that all of us will go through, and it's not a disease or an illness. There are some natural solutions that are strong enough to offer true relief, so we don't have to dread it. There are 3 phases of menopause: premenopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause. And unfortunately, each of these can come with different symptoms that are distressing and nobody would volunteer for. These are the stages of menopause. And what's really happening is there's a lot of hormonal flux going on. So premenopause, you may have some symptoms. Perimenopause, even more symptoms because the levels of your hormones are changing dramatically. Menopause is actually just one day. So it's just that day where your cycles have been halted for 12 consecutive months, and then you start the phase of postmenopause. But unfortunate for us women, that does not necessarily mean that you are not experiencing menopausal symptoms anymore. So it's really different for everybody. This is a list of 48 symptoms of menopause from our friends at Gen M. Unfortunately, we wouldn't wish these on our worst enemy, but it is a full stack of, unfortunately, very uncomfortable symptoms. There are 75 million women experiencing some of these symptoms right now. And it starts as early as in their 30s or 40s. And the duration can last up to 15 years, but the middle duration is about 7.5, the average. So these 75 million American women experiencing these menopausal symptoms, they actually spend about $15 trillion per year. And the 2027 market estimate is for a $16 billion menopause market. So this is a great opportunity because these women are demanding more. They deserve a lot better service and relief from their menopausal symptoms than they've been getting so far. And we have some fascinating consumer insights that tell us things that these women are actually feeling invisible. They feel ignored by the brands that are out there today. They feel unattractive and anxious. And there are a lot of opportunities for products with EstroG-100 to really help this. A really interesting stat is that younger women don't feel informed about menopause. I know I have learned so much in my personal learning and development with CK to understand menopause better. There's huge gaps in education. We don't know enough about treatment options, especially natural ones. And the natural options that do exist don't necessarily have a lot of clinical proof. Thank goodness this is changing. So menopause is finally on trend, and the taboo is broken. Now, celebrities are talking about menopause, CEOs are even talking about menopause, and many new brands have started that are addressing these real areas for opportunity. I just had to share this because recently I was watching this Innova Market Insights trend report, and it just made me feel so heard. As a woman in her 40s, I felt like this was just right, just spot on. So women today are looking for savvy, they're looking to feel in control, to be savvy and self-sufficient. They want the quality and integrity of products to be demonstrated to them. Their goal is to look and feel their best, positive best. I love that. And authentic connections are extremely important. So this is in their life, and they also want to feel a connection with brands. And they're looking for transformational moments. When I read this, I just knew I wanted to share this about EstroG-100 since it hits on every single point. So now I get to tell you exactly why EstroG-100 is the #1 ingredient to relieve the symptoms of menopause. These are the areas that we'll discuss very briefly: quality and safety, gold standard clinical studies, and multi-benefit efficacy. That's why we can say this with confidence, that it's #1. Quality, integrity, and integrity. So EstroG-100 is a combination extract with 3 different botanical plants which are extracted with water. So this is Cyantium wilfordi, Angelica gigas, and Phlomis ambrosia. So these are natural ingredients that have been used for hundreds of years in South Korea, and they each have their own benefits, but together in our patented blend, they have incredible synergies. Natural Endo, I mentioned before, is our partner based in South Korea. They have their own manufacturing facility, you see there, and they don't use any solvents. It's all green processing at their manufacturing facility. They're great quality certifications. They've been working with EstroG-100 after inventing it for more than 13 years. And they're doing very well in markets including Korea, the US, Canada, all around Europe, and many Southeast Asian countries as well. Safety studies are incredibly important. EstroG-100 is very safe. There are no adverse reactions, no serious adverse events, no estrogenic activity. This point is key. EstroG-100 is proven to not touch your estrogen receptors. Very important point. There's no thickening of the endometrial lining, no increase in liver enzymes, no increase in body weight or BMI. Very important factors. Our gold standard clinical studies. This is an area we can dig into even more, but I want to share with you how clearly EstroG-100 stands above the natural alternatives in terms of number of symptoms that it improves, and also other health benefits associated, and the testing is far beyond the other ingredients on offer. We have 3 human clinical trials, which are randomized, placebo-controlled studies. These are gold standard. Plus, we have another 5 toxicity studies proving EstroG-100's efficacy and safety. So 2 of these studies were done in South Korea, and 1 was done in California. This is a summary of these clinical trials. So you can see that they were each for 12 weeks, so good duration, and there were many participants. We had improvement in 10 different menopausal symptoms, and very striking results. This is for a dosage of 514 milligrams, and the safety studies actually lasted 52 weeks. So one of the main things that was studied in here is called the Kupperman Menopause Index that measures the symptoms and is an international standard. We are very excited that we have 2 new studies that were just published more recently. So these are different types of studies with also some really insightful information in them. One of my favorite pieces of information is this about so this is actually a lived experience questionnaire from one of the studies. So after 12 weeks of the study, women were asked, so before and after, they were asked, what is your level of satisfaction or dissatisfaction with many different points. So you can see it's hot flashes during the day, hot flashes during night, your mood, your quality of sleep. But one of them that I thought really rounded out the data significantly was the fact that women's interest in sex was almost non-existent before. So they were very dissatisfied with their interest in sex before the study started. And then after, 100% of the women were satisfied. They weren't even neutral. They thought that they were finally able to get back to this normal and regular part of their lives that and feel the way that they had wanted to feel previously. So they were satisfied with that after the fact. So we can get into that more later if you'd like. Multiple benefits. So this is arguably the most important part about EstroG-100 because it covers so many different important symptoms of menopause. These are the 10 menopausal symptoms studied primarily: hot flashes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, vertigo, paresthesia or pins and needles, insomnia, rheumatic pain, fatigue, nervousness, and mood imbalance. So there's a significant reduction in the experience of these symptoms. So very significant impact, and this ended up in a much higher quality of life for the participants of these studies. Excellent results. We have great certifications, and this list of 10 different symptoms that EstroG-100 reduces is actually part of our Health Canada natural product number license. So our Canadian NPN has all of these 10 symptoms. And EstroG-100 has FDA okay. In the EU, it has EFSA approval, and also Korean FDA approval. We have 17 registered and pending patents. EstroG-100 is versatile in application and can usually go into capsules, but is also possible to put into gummies, tablets, liquids, soft gels, gel sticks, beverages, or powders. So I hope after these minutes together, we've been able to extend your knowledge about maybe menopause, but definitely EstroG-100's excellent basis of research, the multiple benefits that it provides, its quality and safety, and overall why I call it the #1 ingredient for menopause symptom relief. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I would love to hear if this was useful for you. And if you're ready to ask any questions or have a discussion about EstroG-100, please reach out to me by phone or email or on LinkedIn. I appreciate your spending your time. Thank you. Take care.